morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. It's 7:23 in the west, and it's July 10th. Almost said December. It's gonna be this hot in December. No, you can't. Oh, my land. It's already, 90 degrees here? Actually, in the closet, in the shower. Which is it? The shower, the closet, the garage? Yeah. I don't know what the heck it is in the mornings. It says it's 86, but I got a call. Bo! On that. Yeah. Yesterday was 112 here. It's okay. I don't mind the heat. You can just get into the air conditioner. So it's not too bad. But I think old 42's feeling it over there too, and so is Big T-shirt Billy. I don't know what your humidity is over there, but it's worse than mine's. Yeah, I don't know what the humidity is. And this morning, what do they call it today? Let me look at today. Today, I say it. It's supposed to be 110 today. Winds at southwest. Come on, there you go. Humidity's 9%. UV index is extreme, and that doesn't help when we had two, count them, 1, 2, M1 flares, and we're just little M1 flares. This is normal. Up in outer space, solar wind is 382 and the proton density is only 3.62. So it's very, very, very nominal. Sunspot 3738 is getting big, and people are watching it. Yeah, I mean, the past 5 days it's grown, and you can see it. Yeah, and it's 10 times wider than Earth, but only maybe 2 times, up and down, but on side to side it's wider. I guess I can show you that, can't I? Can I? I don't know if I want to. There you go. Yeah, 3738's gotten pretty damn huge. Well, and so say what vertifert. One of our sponsors, vertifert. Yep. Anyway. You gotta have a sense of humor, baby. Now, like, pull my finger. Whatever. Chili's coming in right now with a little banger, just a little one, probably a 3.5 or a 4. But there is a comet that's out there. Suzhin Atlas C20 2003 or 2023 A3 is about to fall apart. It's inevitable, it says. According to a new study by an astronomer. Astronomer. I think I said it wrong. It sounds funny. He does. I tell you, son, he does. Zenek Sikania. What the? I have to do it here too. What? Oh, my land. Oh, my God. I got to do it. When you hear something that just doesn't fit, and you're like, what the heck? You got to talk to your sponsors. Hey, sponsor, Vertifirk. Vertifirk. Please, some of these words, I'm just I can't say that, so somebody's gonna cry. Anyway, Vertifirk. Oh, my land. Let's see who's out there, yeah? Let's see who wants to be seen here, Timmy boy, good morning. Good morning, Walleye King. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, 42. It's in the house early. He's probably all ready to work. Vertifirk. Red Wagon. Good morning over there. Beth. Hey, Beth, you up early with the boys? Nice to see you there. That picture of you and your son going to work out, that was hilarious. His eyes popping out. I had to say that was funny. New Brunswick, Canada guy. Good morning. Good morning, lake girl, Mrs. Montana. That's right. She's Mrs. Montana. Anybody know that? Well, there you go. Now you do. Big T-shirt Billy's back. He's MIA, and I don't know. Maybe he needs to check his shorts. Got too much Jergens in it. Simply Sue. Nice to see you, Simply Sue. Always a pleasure. And Croatian dude probably passed out. 96. Flutter Girl. She was there earlier. Welcoming the morning with me. And Denise in the UK, who had a birthday. She did. And, yeah. And Jerpin is here. Jerpin, nice to see you, Jerp. 56. King of Snarls is in the house. And Ramble Wreck 2718, right along with Brainstorm. Yep. Burp. Cussing like a Swedish chef, huh? Yep. Bert the Furt. Yep. Anyways, there's this comet that's doomed, and some vertifert from Scandinavia. I can't even say the name. It starts with a Z, and the next letter is a D. It's like Zedeka. You know, remember, like, what's that guy's name? Sedeka. No, it's not even that. But you got to take the E out of there. So it's Zdenek. Wait, Zdenek. Zenek. Yeah, but there's a D in there, so he's probably a dude. Then his last name is like Sekania. No, Sekanina. Sekania. No, Sekanina. Sikh. He's a Sikh, okay? He's got that turban on his head. It's not a turban. I don't know what they call it, the Sikhs. Sikhs are pretty nice people. Don't get them confused with Arabs, with their you know, what do you call that cinnamon roll on the head, you know? And for those who have dogs, you know what I mean. Big dogs. Evidence suggests that comet has entered an advanced phase of fragmentation. Yep, it's falling apart. If this is true, this is a disappointing news, he says. Discovered in early 23, the comet appears to be heading for a magnificent close encounter with the sun. Later this year, perhaps as bright as Venus. Yeah. You know, in October of 24. Instead, it could fall apart long before it ever has a chance for us to see with our naked eyes. Can you see it with your naked eyes? Do you want to see anything when you're naked? Well, I'm not going to say nothing on that one. Anyways, so whatever. The dude says arguments are threefold. First, the comet has failed to brighten as it approaches the sun. Second, its orbit seems to be affected by a non-gravitational acceleration. Yeah, I wonder what's a non-gravitational acceleration? This could happen, it says, when the inner jets are pushing apart, disintegrating the nucleus. Dude, what? It's in a freaking alien. It's got inner jets. Did you know comets have inner jets? Did anybody know that comets have inner jets? I always thought that they just kind of fell apart because of the sun. The heat from the sun, and they're melted and they leave a tail of ice. You know, that's how we get the noctilucent clouds. This could happen. It says the inner jets are pushing apart, disintegrating the nucleus. Third, the comet's dust tail has an unusually narrow teardrop shape with particular orientation. It's got a particular orientation, it says. As long as it doesn't affect Uranus. Together, these suggest crumbling comet, in which the increasing numbers of fractured refractory solids stay assembled in dark, porous blobs of exotic shape. becoming undetectable as they gradually disperse in space, says Sekenia. Nina, okay? Nina. Say it, Nina. There we go. I got you. It's Sekanina. Nina on the end. Sika Nina. Okay, Sika Nina. The comet's going to crash in Uranus? Uranus? So, don't worry. The Hubble Space Telescope. We got some pictures here, man. Let me see here. All right. Comet linear fragments. All right, here we go. This is on the wiki, so, Hubble Space Telescope. I think it already crashed, didn't it? Didn't the Hubble already come down? Anyway, they can see the fragmentation with all this, right? You talking to too many Canucks. Sorry about that. I kind of like some of the Canucks. Said some of them. About 3 of them that I know. I kind of like them. But they're cool dudes. That is a fascinating paper, says Nick James, director of the comments section of the British Astronomicals. Did I say that right? Astronomical. That's how I sounded the word out. Association. There's an ass with a CIA and a shun in it. That's an association. Yep. Well, you heard the other day, and I played it. Ask Bruce for help. Bruce. Oh my land. Vert to Ferk. Yeah, I'm having my coffee as I talk with you. And I'm eating some blueberries, some raspberry berries, and some boysenberries, and some raspberries, and blueberries, and strawberries. Good stuff. In fact, James isn't convinced, he says. James? In an independent data set, he finds no evidence of non-gravitational accelerations. Does it have engines or not? This doesn't look like a comet that is fragmenting to me, he says. We'll soon find out. The brighter than 10th magnitude. The comet is brighter than 10th magnitude. What happened when it's first magnitude? Is it bright as the sun, or which way does it go? Well, within the range of mid-sized backyard telescopes. Amateur astronomers can monitor the comet, Shushan Atlas. Who named this thing? TSUCHINSASHAN. Chinshan. Probably somebody from China. Problem there, that guy, he changed careers. He don't drive the boat no more. He's driving comets. Naming comets. Shushan Atlas. For the sign of potential breakup. Point your optics out here, he says. Yeah, there you go. Let me show you where it is. And no, I don't know where Uranus is, but the moon's out there. Yeah. There it is. Shushan right there. Right? There's the moon. Whoa, Waggy. There's the wrong moon. Yeah, July 24th, 10 to 10th. Yeah. Well, there's a couple of Leos. Well, there's several Leos out there. Virgo's over here and sex out. Hey, did you know there was space sex? There's a sex out there. It's a triangle. You dirty boy. Yeah, politicians are all part of all the associations. Yeah, anyway. It says sex, man. Come on. And it's a triangle. I'm going to have to to Canuck. He talks about triangles too much, man. I didn't know. Anyway. Anyhow, KP index is expected to be about 2, so it's zippo. Here's a corona hole that's going to give us a little wind, and it might just miss us, but we'll catch a little bit. And we can show you right here. Yeah, right here. See, this is a 14th, right? That's 4 days from now, so they probably got it on the 9th, 7th. Yeah. So there's a green. You see the green right here? That's the solar wind. Should get to us by tomorrow and start to pick up from there. We'll probably end up with about 5:30 thereabouts. Oh, look at that. Oh, some plasma got popped out. Yeah, when did that happen? On the 10th. Yep, just about to graze us. Yep. There we go. All right. Oh, anyway. You can see Class M chance 40%. Class X is at 5. And mid-latitude geometric storm probabilities that is coming to 30, baby. Oh, we might see auroras. Aurora. We haven't seen aurora in about that minute. I know that. High latitudes 15%. So of that 30, it'd be 15% minor, 1% severe, and same vice versa. If it's high, of that 15%, 30% chance would be minor, 45 would be severe. So we might get it, in the next day or so. Today, that's the chances right there. Yeah. It's the 10th. There's one rock out there that's 11 lunar distances away, and it's 123 feet across, thereabouts, and it's moving at 8.4 kilometers a second. So if I told you, I said if I told you, not one, 8.4. Excuse me, hold on. Pardon me. 8.4 multiplied by 60, that'd be a minute. Multiplied by 60 again, that'd be an hour. 30,000 kilometers an hour divided by 1.6, 18,000 miles an hour. So 125 foot rock traveling or moving across our path or in our vicinity at near 20,000 miles an hour, that would be about 8 times the speed of a speeding bullet. And what's your, 2,500 feet per second bullet, divided into 20, okay? You do the math. Shit, almost 10, but it's less than 10, so I guessed 8. That's pretty fast. You talk about poop through a goose. I think that's 30,000 miles an hour. Poop through a goose. There he is. There's Luke. Good morning. What is it today? We're in the 10th here. 8.4, yeah. So poop through a goose at 20,000 miles an hour. Yeah, that's pretty quick. But anyway, I digress. I know I digress. Let's look at Alaska. Let's see what's going on in the sun. And bang, dang, 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 because something did pop. Oh, there's a little popper. There's another one. Oh, something did small, whatever it was. Maybe it went away. See, really right up in here. All right, let's check out the further distance one. Well, there's a comet going into the sun. Whoa! Hey, did you see it? Hey, yep, comet diving into the sun. And you play it again. Watch right about here and you'll see it go right in. There it is. It didn't come out the other side. There's a little popper there. It was a spaceship. Oh, yeah, it broke apart before it ever got to the sun. Let's see if it shows up on this one. There it goes. Yeah, right here on the side. Watch it again right here on the right hand side. Then disappears. I don't know if it kept going where we can't see it out the other end. In through the outdoor. I'm not gonna do it. It wouldn't be prudent. All right. For you who needs to know Uranus. Uranus is right there on the other side of Jupiter still. It hasn't moved. It's still waiting for the rainbow people to come and see them. Hey man, what does it send them to the moon with? There's Saturn, there's Neptune. We should be able to see Saturn and Neptune, and I don't know how the hell we're going to see Pluto. And why am I? I wonder. Geocentric view? There's the geocentric view. Where are we at now? To scale view? All right. I don't. No. Diagrammic view? That's what we're looking at. Diagrammic view. Do not fire space rocks at Uranus. No, Uranus does that plenty toward us. Hey, man, they come out of freaking nowhere. Whoa, what was that? It's a flying drive by Fruity. Well, anyway. Fly by Fruity, he said. Well, anyway. And on to the next. Ground magnetics. We have a little bit of some. There you go. Where do you think the ground magnetics are going to be today? Push play. It don't work. As my chair farts. Oh my gosh. It don't work, Sam. All right. Go to the tremors. Let's find out what's going on with the tremors. Yeah. Hey, you know what happened? Do you remember? Oh, shoot, howdy. And we can see the dates here. Let me just go back. Right back there. Look at it. Looky. See where it's all vibrating back on the 27th? Here's the 23rd. Here's the 19th. Here's last month on the 15th. Right? So if I just went up to the 25th of last month, the 29th, the 2nd, and the 5th, what do you see? Yeah. Right there. Right freaking there. But do you remember when it was down here? What, today being the 10th. 5 days later. Ain't there no more. Well, 10th is not here yet. But anyway, slowing down right there it is. I wonder why. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about this on what? Yeah. There you go. You know what time it is. Here we go. We'll just listen to this.
rabbit hole was created to dive deeper into subjects that needed further examination. Hi, I'm Joe, and my guest and I will take you on a journey of discovery and exploration. We will provide insight and theories regarding the subjects we discuss. Come join us live at joeslicklive.locals.com, or you can join us on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube. Thanks, and look forward to seeing you. And remember, don't get none on you.
Yeah, don't get none on you. But make sure you like and subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified when things happen over there on OobTube. On the boob tube. Well, anyway, if we're looking up here, right? Big fire right here, the Shelley fire and the Salt Creek fire. Just past Met, all the vibrations were happening right here, but it seems that their Klamath is in danger. Why do you think, see there, Crater Lake National Park? What is it about Crater Lake? What is it? Yep, I doubt that Professor Nick is even going to talk about the southern part of the volcanoes. He does a disservice because it really, he's focused in the Cascades where he lives to keep attention there. But really, the entire Cascades should be watched. And I'm, that's the bottom volcano of the Cascades. So they say, Sutter Butts. Yeah, Sutter Butts. I'm, the top of the Sierra Nevada volcanoes that are still active down here. Yeah, Mammoth, and the super volcano of, Bishop, right here, right? And you can see a big old darn thing right there. Also, there's a ton of magmatic stuff up here. The Plumas National Forest, yeah, Lassen volcanic area, and Shasta, right here, Shasta, right? But Shasta tends to be the bottom of the Cascades and all the way down to here, and these tend to be the what leftovers of the Sierra Nevadas. However, they do include Lassen in some studies I've seen. I'm not sure that that's all kosher, because there's no subduction zone up here. Oh, wait a minute. It's supposed to start right there. Yeah. Sure. All right. Keep telling me another story. But anyway, the fires are happening right here, and that's where vibration's been happening for a minute. Yeah, for a minute, right? I zoomed out. So yesterday there was only 76. Only 76. We're used to 300, 400 ones. Back a day on the 8th, there was 64. The day before that, 295. All in that area. And then that's when this fire started. Yep. Fire started right around there. 4th of July. It's been burning pretty good. We can look at it at COD. Go down to natural color. Hey, natural color fire. That's air mass, man. Air mass me, air mass you. Here's a northern Cal. You can see the smoke, right? And I'll push go, and you won't be able to see it. So I got to go to 200 here, and you'll see it burning. Yeah, burning pretty good. And sister lives on this side of the mountain, and she got smell of smoke. And no, it's not from weed. It's from the fire. Somebody done lit their weed plants on fire over there, and everybody's high as a kite. It affects Sacramento. There's a big story about State Farm telling who's that governor over there that freaking wannabe greaseball.
Yeah, he's booking people left and right. Oh, we're gonna save California. No, you're driving to the ground, you putz. And no, you better not even try to run for president, because we're gonna tear you freaking a new one. You POS, Nancy loving POS. Yeah. Yeah, gruesome Newsom. Gruesome Newsom. Yeah. Yeah, he's a slime ball. My opinion. I'm allowed to have my opinions, man. It's like assholes and elbows. Everybody's got them. And you'll see up in... oh, look at the fire way up here, too. Oh, no, that's up by... Oh, no. Does that mean Hood's gonna pop? No, that's not good. It's up by Portland. Yeah, pretty good little fire there, too. There's one just on the other side. It may have gone out, which would be really good. And I saw another flame up right there. What the heck? All right, let's try to get down into the localized here. Let's go right here. Right there. Oh, yeah. Pretty good little fire. And I thought I saw something up here, too. Yeah, it's going north. And if I did mapping and U.S. interstates and state routes, you know, Portland's right here. So it's way east of Portland, but here's the mountain, and it's east of the mountain. You know, come on, daylight. There's the mountain right there. Yeah, there's Hood right here in St. Helens and Adams and Hood. And Rainier's north more. That's a pretty good little fire right there, boy. I'll tell you. Anyway. Yeah. There's some big flooding happening up in Wisconsin, too. We'll go back to the COD here. Big flooding up in here. Big flooding. As you can see, the circle of it is in Ohio right now. And we'll put the 24-hour one on here. You see as it mows right there. Yeah. Wisconsin's getting some serious flooding. Yeah, Larch Creek. Yeah, I guess that's what it's called. Lurch. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it looks like that thing didn't do much. Here, let me look down there again. Another tropical something down here that... Look at that big old... What the heck happened there? Right there. Look at that wave. Look at that wave. What the frack? And another one right there. It's like this thing's giving off bubbles. Hey, bubbles! These out here are doing it too. What's in the clouds, man? Here, let's look at the upper. This is the lower level first. All right, so the lower level shows that it's all part of the same thing. Some tropical stuff that went into Mexico. The upper level. Why the heck clean? Definitely some rain down there. People are roasting it. Vert to Ferk. No. Right? Vert to Ferk. Vert to Ferk. Our sponsor. Vert to Ferk. Anyway. Anyhow. Did the drunk Chinaman drive his boat into the... Actually, I know what happened. I haven't told you this because, we didn't want to. But I'll tell you. Bell rings coming... Well, the center of it's nowhere near you.
but the outer bands maybe. The Chinaman boat went down. They tried to mess with a big boomer, and a big boomer took its nose off by running that other SOB into the ground. All right? So the China boat, with all people on deck, got sunk. That's why the guy that was bouncing around here dinging these bells, he's no longer exists. They have to get another one out. They probably have, I think they have 4 boats, underwater boats. And, but up in here, when he was up in here in the 4 Missile Strait, and believe me, we travel that really well. And the idea that we hit the ground ain't gonna happen. Now what we did is we took out one of their submarines. We said, "Fungu you boys," and yeah, and then we took off the whole nose of the boat. And it's from that time on, they haven't done it. It's because we took the sucker out. You guys are telegraphing where you is, so we got your monkey ass. Anyway, the buoys, we got the buoys, ain't nothing happening. Tremors is minor stuff. Yellowstone, not seen a whole lot in Yellowstone. So power outages. Remember the power outages yesterday? Severe. 1.6 million people. And you know it's hot there. How hot, you say? Well, we'll go check over on Windy. Vendusky. Ventusky. Ventusky. Yeah, whatever. All right. So 85 degrees, right? And humid. Oh. Yeah. We have 89, 91 right now. The river, 99. Phoenix, 96. Tucson, 91. Mexicali, 89. There's a little hot spot right there. Oh, no, that's the... Hey! Yeah, I'm not going to say nothing. Yeah, because it's right up the backside of who? Who lives out there? You know him. He's right there. Yeah. And he's got his jergens in his pocket. Don't worry about it. It's okay. 89 over here on the East Coast, 81 in Canuckland. Yeah. He's up here. He's somewhere up here. I'm not going to point him out. And, yeah, he's in the 80s. Going to be around the 80s, I think. Yeah. And, I don't know. He says he's going to get a little rain here. Well, when the sucker's over here in the outer bands, maybe. Yeah. It'll get to him. Oh, there's Barrel. That's where it's going. Going right into Ottawa. And hopefully it'll take that screwball and all his little minions and poop them through goose. Yeah. 15,000 people out of here, 31,000 people out of there. Michigan, pretty tough, man. In Wisconsin, only 300 people. So, yeah. Ohio's got 5,800 people. Pay your bill! Yeah, anyway. That's only the people that they kind of watch. Yeah, they're watching you. Did you know your smart TV can be turned into a camera? And they can watch you while you watching that? Yeah. So if you got a camera on your smart TV, you might want to put a piece of black tape over it. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And every speaker goes both ways. Yeah, I know. Every speaker goes both ways. It goes in and out. Mm-hmm. So smart TVs are another way for Big Brother to watch what the hell you're doing. Yeah. Anyway. Let's go look at volcano news. In the news today, volcanically speaking, from volcano discovery. Reventador. I went to 15. That's not a lot. Come on. No. In the news be Etna, Stromboli, Fuego, Simiru, Ibu, Dacono, Marapi, and Reventador. And Reventador is 15. And it's like, I think it's like 11. I want to make sure. Maybe it's 14. It's 11.6. Yeah. Hey! Sabancaya. Sporadic emissions out of Sabancaya right down there in the armpit of South America. In the bottom of Peru. Peru has got, it's a 19,000 and change going to 22. That means the flight level is 22. It means don't do it. Because your engines will. Sakurajima, bottom of Japan, exploded. It's like 7,000 feet. It's like I don't know. Is it 20 something? It's 3,600 feet. Yeah, going to 7,000. 3,500 foot popper. Right there. It's a big volcanic complex, and Sakurajima is just the latest version of the larger complex. And Sakurajima, I think it's like part of ASA, right? But how do you even say it? I don't know. The area, A-I-R-A. Now, did they make that word up? Because it don't have a jima on the end. The Arajima caldera. If you did look at what the Arajima is, yeah. Arajima, located north half of Kagoshima Bay, contains the active post-caldera Sakurajima volcano near the southern tip of Japan's Kyushu Island. Yeah. It's a gigantic volcanic caldera. Yeah. It's located blah, blah, blah. It was believed to be formed about 30,000 years ago with a succession of pyroclastic surges. It currently is the place of residence of 900,000 people. Yeah. The shores of our caldera are home to rare flora and fauna, including Japanese bay tree, Japanese black pine. It's got to be Japanese bay tree and black pine. It's in Japan. The caldera is home to Mount Sakurajima, Mount Kishoshima, a group of stratovolcanoes lies at the north end of the caldera. The most famous of these is Shinomodaki. Really? Aria caldera has the underlying magmatic chamber that connects with the Kishoshima magnetic system. This has enabled magma from the caldera to feed into the stratovolcano Sakurajima, causing it to expand over time. Thus, Sakurajima has caused a series of disasters, such as the eruption in 1914, which killed 58 people, and sank the magma chamber by 60 centimeters. Oh. The area caldera is a rectangular shape. Although the early work have dated at 22,000 years ago, possible range 34,000 to 16,000. The eruption formed the caldera was 11 miles by 14 miles. It's a super volcano, baby. Aria caldera is one of the series of volcanic complexes of the Kagoshima Graben, which has been postulated to extend northward from undersea Kikai caldera to Eta South caldera. Eta North caldera, the Aria caldera associated with Kagoshima Bay, and through the past to the Kirishima volcano group. I don't know where the hell they are. Where are the Kirishimas? Yeah. I hear somebody's music pumping. Yeah. And my neighbor. It's hot. Go in your house. He hides in the house. Back to it. Dacono popping to 17. Look at that. Little Dacona's popping at 17,000. Can you believe it? Little Dacona is only 3,800 feet, almost 39, and it's going to 17. How many miles high is that? 3,900 minus 17. That's 2 miles high. Boom. That's pretty serious right there. Don't go to Dacona. You know, Simiru, just up off the bottom southern half of Java, which Bali's right here and Java's right here. This is all Java's. This is bottom half, the first little armpit there. 15,000. Generally speaking, it goes to 12. I mean, it's a 12,000 foot mountain. It goes to 15. That's normal. Usually it's about 14. So it might be no weather here, and so it might pop up a little higher. Little Toby, we've been talking a little about Little Toby for some time here. It's almost a 5,000 foot mountain here, and it's growing. Marapi, they killed a whole bunch of people doing 13,000. It's a 9,000 foot mountain going to 13. It's still active. Stay away, Joe. Yeah. Etna. Update. After 2 violent eruptions, Etna has a new peak. And it sets new records. It's risen. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There you go. We talked about it yesterday anyway. Sangay volcano, volcanic ash advisory to 25,000 feet. It's a 19,000 and change. Up in the middle, southern, no, it's a 17,000. And it's in Ecuador. Above Peru. Going towards Nevada del Ruiz in Colombia. Right? 17 going to 25, so it's a mile high pop right there. Wow. Fuego, 16. Here's Stromboli, magma, dropping into the ocean. That's bad gas, baby. Maybe they ought to tax the Italians. They want to claim this mountain. That we should tax them for polluting in the air. Mm-hmm. Lava forms of steam-rich emissions. Oh, well, shit, charge them. It's rich. It's because it comes in contact with the water. Yeah. Come down. The edifice is pretty steep. Yeah. There's something Fuco or however they say it, the Italians. I don't know. Yeah. Copious steam emissions from the interaction of lava and the external water, so-called lays. The effusive eruption of the volcano continues. Reventador, over there in Ecuador again. That's the one that's 11,000 going to 14. Fuego. See a lot of mess around Fuego. Looks like weather related. Yeah. Little Toby, 10,000. Semenkaya again, puff. Ibu, here we go. 9,000. Ibu was like a 4,600 foot mountain going to 9,000. A mile high. Yeah. Dacono, 8,000. Yeah. Simiru. Still at 15. Etna volcano update satellite images of activity. These are it leaked, It popped right there. It leaked and it filled it all in. And there you have it. Yep. Etna volcano Siciliadi. All right. So Sentinel-2 is saying the magma came up and it filled the crater. And then it rose higher over here. And it leaked that way for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all tripping out about it, man. Morphology changes through SAR. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Villarica, central Chile, suddenly lost a long-term thermal signal. might indicate pause or a stop of activity. Yeah, we've been watching Villarica. It's like, hey, it's small, man. People live right down the base of it. And all of a sudden, it went out like overnight. Stopped. I think it got clogged. Watch. It got clogged. And Sangay, 17 going to 20 there in Ecuador. There you have it. And this day in history, he says, this day in history, earthquakes, southeastern Alaska, 1958. Hey, 2 years later, they had a biggin, right here by Corn Dog. I mean, is it Cordova? Right here. Here's Anchorage, and it destroyed Anchorage 2 years later. 7.7 happened right here. 7.7. That's freaking serious. And then you have the 1960 earthquake. I don't know what the hell size that one was. Yeah, a massive rock slide that headed to Latuya Bay caused a water surge of 530 meters, generating a gravity wave that swept out of the bay. A fishing boat anchored in Anchorage Cove was carried in front of the largest wave crest, and those on board estimated they cleared Latua's spit. Hot to it! At the last mouth of Latuya Bay by the 30 meters or more. 2 people on another fishing boat disappeared after being caught in the huge wave. The water, estimated to have traveled about 100 miles an hour, swept away the lighthouse and log cabin. Only man-made objects were in the area. It got wiped out. Yeah, a year before was a Lake Hebgen earthquake. So, interesting that this is the epicenter, and the slide happened up here, boom, and there's a boat out here, fishing boat, anchored in Anchorage Cove, and we probably have to look at the GE to really kind of look into it. Yeah, we'll go up here, bring ding 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 ding. Right up in here. So the earthquake was down here, right? Earthquake was right here. On the Fairweather Fault, Glacier Bay National Park, right? Wait. Did I get it right? I think I did, right? Yeah, right up in here. Why am I not seeing Juneau? Juneau? Her. Now there's Juneau. So yeah, it was right here. So the earthquake epicenter is right here. All right. Here's Cross Sound. All right. Didn't happen there. Here's Yakutat. Yakutat Bay right there. Did it get renamed? Here's Icy Bay. There's Katla. And here's where Prince William Sound, the other, or the Valdez right here, the I think it wasn't it like close to a 9. This earthquake 1960. Yeah, 9. So we can say over just a few years it went boomity boom boom boom. Boom. But yeah, this, did they rename Yakutat Bay? Because it says a fishing boat anchored in Anchorage Cove was carried out in front of it, of the largest wave catch. Man, they rode it like a surfboard. Yeah, Monty Bay. There's another one with 2 people on it that got wiped out. Yeah, the thing here, it fell. And, well, I don't know if it was right here that part of it just fell off into the thing and, yeah. Was it over here? Icy Bay. You can see the far out. The film is kind of, this is part of the glacier. The Latuya Bay, or was the year before Lake Hebron? I thought 58 was Hebron, right? Here, we can do a quick search on it. Boom, 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 boom. 1959. So, this quake, the Hebron quake, and then Alaska. Banga, danga, danga. August 17th. 28 people perished in Lake Hebron. Dam held was repaired several weeks total. 28 perished after the quake's side effects. And that's very, very, very sad. The quake epicenter was located along the north shore of the Hebron Lake, almost directly beneath Cabin Creek campground. The trembler was turned out to be just a normal fault earthquake, in which lake-facing flank of the fault, which is deemed dormant, dropped almost 20 feet. Oh! I mean, think about it. You're standing on the ground and then all of a sudden you drop 20 feet. Yeah, pretty damn serious. That quake was a 7.2. And I probably got to call some BS to that. Yeah. During the quake, the surrounding landscape dropped as much as 20 feet. Water pushed out of the seeches poured in over Hebron Lake did not collapse. Several aftershocks, 5.8 to 6.3, were reported. Although the magnitude estimates 59, recorded like both 7.3 and 7.5, now calculated by the ISC. The International Seismic Center is a non-governmental, non-profit organization charged with the final collection, definitive analysis, and public and global seismicity. Whew. The ISC was formed in 1964 as an international organization independent of national governments. Ooh. It's the UN. I don't want to say what I was just about to say. 1959 earthquakes are comparable to the 1906 San Francisco earthquake, one of the strongest earthquakes in North America. Behind the magnitude 1964 9.2 Good Friday earthquake in Alaska, 1811, 1812 New Madrid, Missouri, 1959 earthquake, most severe earthquake at Rocky Mountain area, United States, along a 6.9 magnitude earthquake at Stuck, Idaho in 1983. Oh, my land. The landslide caused by this quake is the largest since the earthquake in Wyoming in 1925, which caused a landslide amounting to 50 million cubical yards, 30 million cubical meters of rock debris that left 28 people dead. The death toll from the quake was also the highest since 1925 earthquake, in which most of the recent northwest United States since earthquake in 1927 that left 7 people dead. 1959 earthquake was also the most damaging earthquake in Montana. 1935-36 earthquakes that left 4 people dead. Hebron Lake area also experienced earthquakes in 1964, 74, 77, and 85. Whoa. They said it was only a 7.2. Got the call to boo! Yeah. When the land drops 20 feet, yeah. 7.2. Pull your head out your Uranus. Amateur radio aftermath transmitted news of the quake. Another amateur Idaho contacted the Idaho State Police, who was contacted their headquarters in Boise. Montana Highway Patrol, Montana State Civil Defense, and Montana Department of Fish and Wildlife and Parks also received word that the quake and its effects. The geography of the area plus damage from the earthquake disrupted or obstructed radio communications, making broadcasting accurate information about the quake's effect difficult. Why do you think that? Yeah, and I think tonight we're going to talk a little bit about that on the rabbit hole. The effects of that they're studying, and we did a little bit last week, but we're going to do it again. And we're going to talk a lot more stuff, this rabbit hole tonight. So if you 7 o'clock my time, yeah, Fitfo, figure it out. I had to. My land. The Prince William Sound earthquake in March 28th of 1964, magnitude 9.2, is the second largest earthquake in recorded history. Compared to the Chilean earthquake, which happened just before in 1960. 1960 was Chile, not Alaska. The 1960 Chilean earthquake killed 1,600 people, injured 300,000, or 3,000, displaced 2 million people. Yeah. And 2 days after on that quake, a volcano, Poyahi, erupted, sending ash and steam up 6 kilometers into the atmosphere over a period of several weeks. So, Poyahi, eruption happened down there in South America. In 1964 was the Prince William Sound, Alaska quake. And compared to this earthquake was less damaging. The resulting tsunami took 128 lives, caused overall $311 million in damage. That isn't a whole lot, considering our debt is $30 trillion. It's like 300 times our debt, our national debt. That means your debt, my debt, and the government's debt. Who do you think has more debt? Yeah. Did you know that the U.S. government's debt only occurred after World War II, when they changed the tax laws? Did you know that the United States government made money through tariffs? That's how they finance their government, through tariffs, through taxing other countries, sending crap to us. I like that. I like that. Back to the 1%? Whatever. The earthquake was felt mainly over Alaska as well as some places in Canada, while the tsunami created it caused damage as far away as Hawaii. The most damage was sustained by the city of Anchorage, 120 kilometers north of the epicenter. Stop with these damn kilometer stuff. 120 divided by 1.6. 75 miles. Can you just say 75 miles? Shoot. Shaking from quake itself, reported to have lasted for 3 minutes. Yeah. Then the 2004 Sumatra quake, 9.1, which killed nearly 250,000 people. They have it at 227,000, but from the tsunamis. Displacing 1.7 million people, you know that's low, because a half of, or 250,000 people died. 14 countries in South Asia, East Africa took the hit on that one. The epicenter was 250 kilometers. Here we go again. Probably about 150 miles southeast of Banda Aceh Indonesia at a depth of 30 kilometers. Several days later, on December 28th, a mud volcano began erupting in Barangutang and our islands, which is thought to have been associated with the earthquake. And the next, Sendai, Japan 11, March 2011, 9.0. So far, the official death toll stands at several thousand. They don't even know because they were all washed out to sea from the combined effect of a powerful earthquake, aftershocks, and a tsunami. However, the total is expected to rise. Some estimates final total is about 10 grand. Economic impacts are huge. Then you got to go all the way to Kamchatka in a 9.0 in 1952 November. But, you know, did you know in 1906 Ecuador had an 8.8? Yeah. Crazy, huh? What's interesting as well is the Alaskan quake that we're looking at here in 1964 that happened right here, 75 miles from Anchorage. The Rat Islands, not long after, April of the next year, right? So this happened, I think it was, what, was it April? March. A year had gone by, the 9 point whatever, and then down here in the Rat Islands, 8.7. Get it fixed, damn it! Anyway, yeah. The damage of this earthquake in the Rat Islands, 8.7, 10 meters high. A tsunami hit the Shimya Island. No deaths. That's really good. And then Sumatra, 8.6 in 2005. And Tibet, 1950. As an 8.6. So, big earthquakes happen. Fit shit to shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. Fit hit the shan. Yeah. But not Cascadia, no. It is what it is, you know. We're going to have a good evening tonight. Back to the morning report. We hope. We like to have you all there while we do Rabbit Hole. Again, Rabbit Hole's at 7. Figured to boop out. Where are you at? Western, okay? Because the whole West is all on the same clock right now. You have to go to the central part of the United States to have a date change and a time change and all that stuff. So if you live east of Colorado, you know, and there you go. Big solar storm in 58 as well, too. Wow. All right. Okay, I'm checking. Prince William Sound tsunami footage is amazing. Especially when you got 500 meter high. Right? That's 312 thereabout feet. 300 foot. But well, New York is now a battleground state for Trump. Go figure that out. He may be on track for the first Republican presidential candidate. The first Republican presidential candidate in 40 years to win New York. Yeah, even New Yorkers are tired of the bullshit. Yeah. Partisan politics is threatening the U.S.-Israeli relations, says the U.S. ambassador. Israel continues to hunt for Hamas as terrorists delay a ceasefire and deal response. Israeli forces pressed their offensive in the north and central Gaza on Wednesday hours after the airstrike on a tent encampment that Palestinian officials said killed more than 24 people. And as negotiations in the fight were set to resume, leaflets were dropped in Gaza City, at this time with a map marking the safe routes for the evacuation of the whole city, not just certain districts. The Israeli leaflets urged civilians to head south along 2 routes to the Gaza Central Strip. The terrorist group Hamas said the renewed Israel campaign killed more than 60 Palestinians. You know, when your dick is kicked in the dirt, you ought to just give up. And these sons of bitches don't. Why? Because they're ultimately incredibly evil. War is the most disgusting, horrific, painful thing that humanity does to one another. Next to that is terrorism. Somebody put it in these guys' heads in the 1960s and early 70s that they can remove Israel from the map. And that son of a bitch is dead. But he was fed a line from all of these global governments. And we just found out by a report from old Canuck there that the Chinese were digging tunnels. Yeah. Ask them how that worked out in Vietnam. About the same as working out now. Even though these are bunkers, they've been bombing the crap out of the thing. I mean, just fill it with water. Put water in the damn things. You know, pump the Dead Sea. What do you call it? The Mediterranean. Start pumping it. Filling them sons of bitches with water. Sink the whole landmass. Who cares? What about the innocent people? Are you innocent? Why are you still there? Can you get on a boat and go home? Somewhere else? Well, I was born there. Where was your daddy born? Where was your daddy's daddy born? Sure the hell wasn't there. No. You got to look at the etymology of those people that are being there. Why they are there. Where did they come from? Many came from Jordan. Many came from Egypt. Many came from up north, Syria. Many came from other countries. They were the scourge of all the Arabs, unfortunately. And they, Israel said, we'll live with you peacefully. We don't care. We'll live with you peacefully. But you got to be peaceful. And if you're not, well, Israel's had enough. Do you blame them? No. The terrorist group Hamas said the renewed Israel campaign killed more than 60 people. The airstrike hits the tents displaced families outside the school town of Abbas and east of Khan Yunis in southern Gaza. Israel military said it was reviewing the reports of civilians were harmed. It said the incident occurred when it struck with precise munitions a Hamas fighter who took part in the October 7th raid. You see, Israel knows where the hell these sons of bitches are. And the more time that they find them, they kill the sons of bitches. And I don't blame them, because they're bugs.
Now, Palestinian people aren't bugs. They're good people. They're just controlled, manipulated by a sickness called Hamas. Yes, it's a sickness. When you can live peacefully with another nation, another group of people within the boundaries of there, what are you whining about? All they want you to do is live according to laws. Be peaceful. What's so hard about that? Israel forces patrol the main road to the coast. Snipers commandeered rooftops and some high-rise buildings still standing, and tanks, there's not many, and tanks were stationed inside the headquarters of the UN Palestinian Refugee Agency, UNRWA. Because the UN, facilitated that attack in October. Yeah, the UN did it. The Israeli military said that the statement its forces were continuing operations in Gaza City against militants of Hamas and its ally Islamic Jihad, who they said had operated from the inside of UNRWA facilities, using it for a base of attacks. Well, hello? After defined quarter was opened to facilitate the evacuation of civilians from the area, IDF troops conducted targeted raids on the structure, eliminated terrorists in close quarters combat, and located large amounts of weapons in the area. The military said this. Palestinian Red Crescent said it had received dozens of desperate calls for residents. You mean they still have telephones? Because of that intense bombing. Yeah. Information coming from Gaza shows residents are living through the tragic conditions. Israeli occupation forces continue to hit residents' districts and displace people from their homes and refugee shelters. When you got a tunnel that the bug is using, hey, come on now. South Sumatra just now, 5.8. All right, let's check it out. Well, can't go to USGS because it ain't there. You know. And it's a 5.8, right? Yeah, South Sumatra. Pretty strong. Yeah, just north of Krakatoa. I'll show you. Come on now. Oh, no. Vert to Fert. Sorry about that. Here's Krakatoa here. Here's Sumatra. This is Java. Right here. Bam. Yeah. When it gets close to this little part right here, that's when Krakatoa starts to speak up. Yeah. But out here, yeah. The last big earthquake was a 7. It was right in this region. And Merapi's right here. Yeah, Merapi. Merapi's down here. Merapi, 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 Ma. All right. Anyway. I've done enough damage for you. Anyway, big hugs, y'all. And don't forget, 10 hours from now, a rabbit hole. Here on JSL, on YouTube and Facebook and X, and maybe even locals. Yeah, they limit you. Yeah. Anyway, big hugs, y'all. Have a good one. And remember, don't get none on you.